Yeah, my name's Karen Bryce. I'm 70 later on this year. I can't believe it, but I am. And I've been coming here now for the last 3 months, and it's great. I mean, I've been doing yoga since I was in my 20s, on and off. So I've always felt that I've been working parts of my body, and I felt quite strong. But it never was consistent. And particularly, I wanted to get to go to a gym. I'd signed up to one down the road without mentioning any names. And I just think the whole model didn't work for me. It was the lack of help, the lack of understanding what repetition was going to be needed, and whether I was doing myself any good or whether I was, literally just working out and not getting any benefit from it. And I thought with yoga I was quite strong. And I just stopped and you were just hanging around by the door. And we just got chatting, and I just found that whole experience really relaxing, and I also found you very empathic. I talked to you in that first session very honestly actually about things that I was worried about in terms of going for group training, and yet at the same time I knew that I had a drive to want to do something better. I was worried about my health and worried about my physical fitness, and you just were so reassuring about it would be okay, and that you would help and you would guide that first few sessions in the 28-day trial, that you would guide me through what was okay to try and how to stretch myself. And actually, you start to learn how to push yourself further once you realise, I can do this. And I think what's always good is that you challenge me, Adam challenges me, and it's great, because when you say something like, come on, Brycey, you're not pushing yourself hard enough, you can go heavier on the weight or whatever, and the immediate reaction is, oh no, I can't. And then I find out I can, and that's so rewarding, and there is, without doubt, I feel a lot stronger. I feel my balance is much better than it was as well, which is a huge area, of course, as we get older, that balance is critical. I also think, apart from the fantastic atmosphere that's in here, I think there's also the tips and techniques that you send through regularly. They seem to work, they seem to resonate for me, and I can actually take them away, and because they're in bite-sized chunks, I can do some stuff with them at home as well. I think that whole network is what is part of the joy that is coming here. I really do. I mean, I've just been in having coffee with the girls waiting to come and chat to you. And I had an amazing experience happen in the last week, that. I've had a granddaughter for the first time, and it's been remarkable, and to actually share that with those girls has been something very special. Yeah. I guess, let's get the elephant out in the room, shall we? The cost is initially a shock, and then you start to think to yourself, if I don't spend my money on that, what will I spend my retirement on? And surely the best investment for me is to actually be physically building myself up to be able to enjoy a long and happy retirement. I think two things really. One, when you start the 28-day trial, it's getting your mind into the right place of, okay, this is an investment, I've got to make this. If I'm going to go ahead and do it, I'm going to give it a really good try to make it work for me. So I think there's a commitment there from the start, and you really sense that. And then when you realise that you're going to have to make a decision at the end of it, I just sat down quietly one day and just sat down and thought, how much do I want this? Do I want to carry on? Do I want to carry on seeing these girls that I've become such great friends with? Because it's so much more than just a gym. It's a great place, it's a social space, it's a really encouraging place. So actually, when the step into going into and coming regularly, and I've only been coming for 3 months now, it didn't feel so big a decision as I thought it would do.